Good news is, Greg, for those of us in Texas, the armadillo is not dead in the middle of the street, road, and the armadillo lives another day.
A relieved Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee after casting a tough vote in favor of the debt ceiling deal to safeguard the American economy, which she compared, I thought, pretty nicely to our state's official small mammal. Meantime, the debt deal created some genuine movement on the issue of Joe Biden's bid to forgive $400 billion in student loans, the payments on which have been suspended since the pandemic, but as a part of the debt deal, must begin again.
It is fundamentally unfair to expect taxpayers with zero student debt to cover the cost of someone else's degree.
Senator John Cornyn calls the Biden forgiveness plan student loan socialism and predicts the Supreme Court will rule the president lacks the authority to offer it. What are your thoughts here, Tamar Bell?
I think Cornyn's argument was wrong because you want to talk about making people pay for things that they're not responsible for. How are you going to say that when we're sending money to the Ukraine and across the nation where people have floods and anywhere else? And that's not so. You can't use that point to say it. You can use this. No, you can't use that. Yes. But you can use this. This debt that we got into was because of a manipulated higher education program where people made people get loans where they knew they could not get degrees and they knew they were never going to get the value of, and it was allowed. So the corruption of the student loan program is something that needs to be looked into because who benefited from the money? The institutions.
Yep.
All right, Bill King, quickly. Will this survive challenge in the Supreme Court? Does Biden have the authority to spend this money?
I don't think that he does, and I think probably it's not going to get wiped out. My problem, look, to me, it is a national disgrace that a college education costs as much as it does today, and so many different people have been burdened with this debt. The problem is that just forgiving the debt does not take care of the problem that Tamar is talking about. Look, I worked my way through the University of Houston, but I think I paid $175 a semester for my law school tuition.
Wow.
You know, now look, I'm sure it costs more than $175 to send me through law school. That meant that other taxpayers in Texas were investing in me. Now, I think I've done a good job of helping pay that back. But look, it is absolutely obscene for us to be burdening young people with $50,000 or $100,000 of student loan when they're trying to get started out. That's just fundamentally wrong.
Look, as much as I want to go to Wayne, and we have somebody who actually teaches college courses here, so I should let Tony talk about this.
Well, this English professor is going to give Cornyn an F for analogies because it's not socialism. Because if it is, then we've been paying for free education K through 12. However, I've paid my student loan. I have no problem helping others through, because like what Bill was saying, my undergraduate degree, the same institution costs 5 to 6 times more. Right. And we are unfairly piling bills onto these young folks so they can't get out of that.
Wayne, 20 seconds.
Look, I think, Tony, you should voluntarily pay a bunch more money to help people fix crap that they do that they shouldn't do if they were responsible. Look, people borrowed this money, right? They got to pay it back. It's too expensive. They got to pay it back. It's not fair to everybody else, right? Look, maybe it's not socialism, but it's like, gimme, 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 gimme. That's what we do in this country.